Let me just address the elephant in the room. Lies of P is one of those games where you roll around and attack enemies. This game clearly does take a lot of inspiration from a lot of other games, but it has one unique thing that sets it apart from all the other franchises, that being its world. Whether it's a giant puppet or very crude machinery, the world of Lies of P does set the stage for the game to display very unique and creative enemy types. There's definitely a healthy mix of cool looking enemies that are pretty basic, and then enemies that are like, you know, terrifying. And Lies of P does utilize this mix very well, littering the game with smaller, weaker enemies, which then makes the big encounters with tougher enemies just that more scary, but also that much more fulfilling when you do beat something that was actually challenging. This does give the world of Lies of P a really good feeling of hierarchy, or a food chain, that there's always something bigger and stronger out there to kill you. Whether it's the cold city streets overrun by puppets, or a luxurious mansion covered in gold and marble, or a torn down infected village, or whatever's going on here, all the environments look different from each other while still keeping the overall themes of Lies of P, that being sad and decaying. And with these themes in mind, you would probably expect Lies of P to look very boring, very dull, very grey, very colourless, but in fact it does the opposite, unlike some other critically acclaimed video games that have the same type of tone. I mean look, we got brown, grey, darker brown, darker grey, and it still doesn't look washed out, and that's what it does really well. It can tell environmental storytelling with colours that are bland and dark and sad without the game looking ugly, which, like I mentioned before, some games can't. One of my favorite details about this game is what the people consider modern technology to be. Now, I will be pretty careful with this topic because it does kind of teeter towards spoiler territory because, you know, a big plot point for this game is what makes a human and like, can inanimate objects be like a you know, that type of thing. Because if you couldn't tell by now, this entire game is a spin on the Pinocchio story. Also, sorry for spoiling Pinocchio if you're under 10 years old or something and you haven't seen the story. Anyway, getting back on track, the reason I do love this detail is because you have huge giant creations that act very lifelike, but is considered outdated and primitive compared to crude machinery. Now, unfortunately, I do have to bring up something that I really dislike about this game. So we have puppets, machinery, the alchemist, people, and the thing I hate the most, infected people. It's important to note that the story behind these infected people is actually really interesting, I just can't go into it without spoiling a major part of the story. My problem with the infected people lies within their design. Remember like a few million years ago where I said this game takes a lot of inspiration from a lot of other games, but it has a saving grace being its world with its puppets. And then the infected people of Lies of P takes that entire concept and says, what if it was just like, you know, every infected person you've seen in every video game ever? And you're like, alright, well, that's kind of lame. And I'm talking from design to sound design to attack patterns. It's something you've seen in every other game or even movie or anime or whatever. It's just such an uninspired design and it really upsets me. Now I need you to understand I'm giving Lies of P some tough love here because when I was doing research on this game, I saw many Reddit comments saying that this game's almost plagiarizing with how much inspiration it takes from other games. And no doubt those comments are just some overdramatic Dark Souls fans, but they do have a point. As soon as you load up the game, there are similarities to every other Soulsborne game. And this leaves Lies of P very open towards harsh and over-the-top criticism from Soulsborne fans. And do you know what the worst part is as a Lies of P fan? I can't really complain. I can't really say they're wrong because the game takes so many aspects from their favorite game. But you know what the one thing Lies of P fans can do? They can stand their ground and say their game is unique with its enemy types. Except when it's not. And yes, there are some better designed infected human enemies. And here's the thing, you might like what you see, you might like the infected enemies, but I'll tell you what I see when I see the infected enemies. I see a weakness in Lies of P's greatest strength. I can't even lie, I didn't think I was going to get that poetic, but you know what? That proves it's coming from a good place of love and not hate. One of this game's greatest achievements is the amount of gameplay there is without it being overbearing. This game non-stop throws in new mechanics all the time. Well, realistically, it stops throwing in new game mechanics about halfway through your playthrough, which is perfect because it gives you a lot of new things to work with, and then it stops and lets you master those new things. It truly is incredible how at the start of the game you almost get overwhelmed as there's a new thing to do, and then another, but then when it stops and you start learning and you start implementing those new things, by the end of the game, you would have mastered all the techniques that you've learned or that you wanted to learn, because you don't have to learn everything, but you can apply what you want to apply. So basically what I'm saying is that this game has a lot of replay potential. So I recommend you start off with one good build that you really enjoy, but keep an eye out for something that you want to try in your next run. As you may or may not know, sound design is very important to me, to the point where I would actively play worse if the weapon I'm playing with doesn't sound good. This is unironically why I didn't play Widowmaker in Overwatch 1, because a sniper didn't sound like the DSR-50.
How delightful.
Now I'm gonna be very honest with you, I think Liza P has some of the best audio design since like Doom Eternal. Now I'm gonna stop the music and just listen to how impactful this punch sounds. Amazing sound design, but it's also doing one other thing, having great feedback when you hit an enemy. In this clip, the boss's health bar is glowing white, which means with a heavy attack you can stagger him. You might also notice my weapon is glowing red, which makes my next attack do more damage, on top of it being on fire, which does extra fire damage. And this takes massive chunks out of the boss's health bar. And then if we combine this with the great audio design, visual design, damage, and also the attack animations, you get something addictive. You get this. Now, I don't know about you, but after seeing that, I would love to replicate that as much as possible. And you know what? I did. I replicated it as much as possible. I got a bigger weapon that would deal more damage. I got better abilities that let me stagger enemies more. And just like that, this early game boss dictated how my build would go because of this game's great audio and visual design. My strength/staggering build had nothing to do with how optimal it was. It was just that I really wanted to replicate that great feeling of visual and sound design. And now that I think about it, my build was very bad, because this game gets very fast, especially with its parrying. Liza P aims to answer the question, why parry when you can dodge? Well, in this game, parrying does two things. It builds up the stagger meter, but it also does something very unique. It breaks enemy weapons. Now, breaking an enemy's weapon comes with a lot of advantages. Less range, less damage, I mean, you know, self-explanatory. They can still use the weapon, it's just a lot less effective. And with all that being said, do you know why I choose to parry? Well, yet again, because of the phenomenal visual and audio design. But there's also one other aspect that really draws you in when it comes to parrying. Now, it takes a long time to actually break an enemy's weapon with parrying. But once you actually do break the weapon with parrying, the game's sending you a message. It's saying, hey man, you've actually gotten pretty good at fighting this boss. You've learned his attack patterns. So when I finally did beat Liza P, it got me thinking about the Dark Souls series and what the game looks like when you get good at Dark Souls. So I went into Dark Souls, I booted it up, I played around, and I just realized the message the game sends you is literally nothing. You just don't get hit as much, and maybe you can like throw an extra hit in when most people would roll or be scared. And that's really it. That's all Dark Souls really does. And don't get me wrong, it's still really fun to master and perfect a boss fight in Dark Souls, but in Liza P, the game's actively telling you, man, you've learned. You've gotten your rocked so hard so many times, but now you're finally here at the point where you've made progress. So as you can imagine, it's my first ever playthrough in this clip, and I'm struggling really hard against my first multi-enemy boss fight, when all of a sudden I parry the boss's attack and his weapon breaks. Now, I do have two problems when it comes to Liza P's gameplay, and the first is the attack animations on some of the enemies. Now, there is some good news about this complaint, and it's the fact that it's really just a skill issue at the end of the day. But with that being said, when you first load up Liza P and it teaches you to perfect parry, you're gonna want to start doing that. It sounds really cool. But if you're anything like me, the enemies would hit you a little bit earlier or a little bit later than you would anticipate. And as you continue playing the game, you'll realize why that is. It's because of the way the enemies charge up their attacks. You know how a big complaint about Elden Ring is how the bosses always delay their attacks? Well, Liza P doesn't delay their attacks, they make their attacks look sluggish. The enemies attack like they're always trying to build momentum, or that they're sluggish, something like that. Really like floppy, that's a gross word, but yeah, I guess floppy. Now, like I did mention before, it really is a skill issue and it's something that you do just get accustomed to as you play the game. But the reason I consider this a critique is because it kind of shoves you in the direction of not wanting to parry because it's too difficult to read. And the reason this is really bad is because there's a boss in the middle of the game that's really just a skill check that says, hey, do you know when to parry and when to dodge? And after reading a lot of comments about this game, I can safely say a lot of people would answer that question with no, I don't know when to parry, I don't know when to dodge. Because a common complaint about this game is people not liking the defensive options. And look, I could be wrong, but to me that really just screams I didn't learn to parry because it was kind of a little bit too difficult and a bit tedious. And just as a fresh reminder, this all stems because the enemy's attack animations are a bit sluggish and hard to parry, so you go, I might as well learn to roll. And then the game just goes, oh, by the way, did you learn to parry? And you go, I thought rolling was good. Now, I'm going to keep my second complaint really short because it's not really a Lies of P problem. It's just these like Soulsborne problems. And that's status effects. I don't get what like, why does every Soulsborne game, whether it's Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Lies of P, Sekiro, it's like, hey, you got to have poison build up. You got to have bleed build up. This isn't fun. Like maybe for your character to do, sure, but like, now you're just going to continuously take damage. It's sweet, I guess. Fun. Like I said, I'll keep this short because it's not a Lies of P problem, it's just a weird gaming problem. If you have the option, if you're making a game, don't include it. I don't think anyone enjoys it. Another big difference between Dark Souls and Lies of P is that Lies of P actually tells a story. And before anyone freaks out, emphasis on tells the story. So what I'm really saying is Lies of P has another strong suit, that being it actually tells a cohesive story. So you can expect to load up Lies of P and actually follow a narrative from start to end and not like have to go watch an 8-hour documentary on figuring out the lore. For example, in Dark Souls, you can learn the very start of the story and the very end of the story, but everything in between is just kinda...
What is going on? What is this fever dream? Why is he moving so like that? What is this supposed to be happening?
Yeah.
And this is a really good change of pace because it actually feels like you're fighting for something. And you only get this feeling because you are following along with this story and it feels like you're a part of it. Unlike Dark Souls where you're just kind of like going to the next boss because like that's what you gotta do. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the story of Dark Souls, the characters, the meanings, all of it. It's really well made and really like intricately crafted. But you're just simply not gonna know any of this unless you watch that 8-hour documentary like I suggested. And very fittingly, Lies of P has the opposite where it almost tells a story. You know, because it's Pinocchio. And I can't lie, I'm a sucker for a good story. In fact, it usually affects my ratings for games a lot more than you'd think. And with that being said, let's give this game its rating. Now, as a reminder, or if you haven't seen these videos, I rank the games based off pure enjoyment. So it's always very strange when I play a game that actively tries to make you upset because it's difficult. But with that being said, I think it's very clear how much I enjoyed this game. Everything from sound design to gameplay to story, it's all really well made, and I'm excited for any sequels or DLCs that they do. So, based off my enjoyment, I'm gonna give this game an easy 9.5. There was very small things that I would change, some stuff maybe a bit more important than others, but as a whole, absolutely great game and I had so much fun playing it. Moving on to the best moments section, it will contain spoilers from beginning to end of the game, but it's got cool stuff, funny stuff, interesting stuff, 300 gigabytes worth of stuff actually, so watch it if you've got nothing to do. He's just like Guts. Oh, they're hilts. Balance, dexterity, and strength. Beat a roll? Classic, dude. I think I'm already locked in. Also, I like that they chose the Dark Souls 2 jumping method. That's pretty good. Was that not a perfect? How do you... There we go. I don't know. I don't know what this perfect is about. But it seems really tight, which is scary. Bigger, nothing, nothing, nothing. 4, 1. I'm a motivity main. So far, things seem pretty coherent. You touch the electric with your metal arm. How long are we gonna survive? My bets are not long. Alright, so my heavy combo leaves me in danger. Wait, I got my punch. Ooh. Like I said, if I remember to include it, I said something about just this game's concept and the way, like its setting and its world, it has opportunities for some very cool looking bosses. That was definitely a good looking boss. That was pretty cool. Hey, the great okay, this is where we are. This is where we need to be.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside.
Oh.
You're a special puppet after all.
Lies? As in the pea kind? And all this stuff which just isn't a great sword. It's crazy how that works.
Welcome to the sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you?
Not lies of P.
Grand Covenant's fourth law.
Okay.
A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Crunch.
Ah, that's why I'm a special puppet. I'm one of them sneaky lying ones, huh? Will I just have like a big Italian schnoz by the end of this? What? Lies of JP. See, to me, this is weird, right? Like, just a thought, when robots do stuff like that, like hanging humans from the statues, that shows it goes from, like, them just being, like, murderers and, like, just primal robot things, to, like thinking things, like, actual, like, creatures, you know what I mean? Like, normal murder, if you just, like, if robots just woke up and they started murdering people, right? No rhyme or reason. They don't start hanging people.
I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, the same. Mutually.
I am Sophia.
It's Sophia. Just like every Dark Souls game, I'ma level up strength and then complain when I insta-die.
It will make you stronger.
Will it make you blink? Is my question. So she's definitely a puppet. We can fact check this by looking. No, she does blink. Maybe she's not a puppet. She's just a freak.
Please find that old man. And do take care of yourself out there.
Drip. You just had that on you?
Cool heaven, thanks for keeping me company.
Okay, Antonio was definitely a baddie. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Cool heaven, thanks for keeping me.
I mean, she's got pure whiskey getting pumped into her veins. Like, come on now. This game's got a serious, at least of right now, with these current enemies. It's really hard to tell when they're attacking. Like, really hard. Because, like, they're all floppy. They flop around all lifelessly. But there's no difference between flopping around to, like, just move and flopping around to attack. Am I just bad? Do I suck at the game? He's got a gun! Alright. I saw the bristle last second. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Alright, let's just actually try that again. Oh my god, he's got a gun! And a man with a bristle! Uh-oh. This has gone just as bad, if not worse. Let's try that again, actually. Oh my god, a man with a gun, and a man with a bristle, but really deep down the corridor this time. There we go. Wait, that's actually so clever that they did that. They made it so you 100% sneak attack hit it, but it doesn't punish you, it doesn't like damage you because you have iframes. If that was intended, that's really clever. To like show you what it does without it like hurting you as like a freebie. And then they're like, alright, well you fell for it the next time, so you deserve it. If that was their game plan, that was really smart. Okay.
9-1. May I ask you a favor?
Only if you do me one and put that hand away.
My family took my baby from me and sent me here. They said it was for my own good, but it was heartless just the same. A baby must be with its mother. Thank you so much, kind one. I can finally see my sweet Elena's face again. Please hurry. Hard scales spreading across my eyes.
Wait, then it'll kill your kid.
My side. Please.
She said the baby was at City Hall. Should we check it out?
I don't know, the baby's gonna
I
get
hope
disease.
everybody's safe.
Right? Shouldn't we just send like a cool little, like take a cool little photo of her and then like show it to the mom? Otherwise the baby's gonna get sick. And that's selfish.
Back again.
I broke his weapon. I forgot about that. Perfect parrying breaks weapons. Sheesh. We got the... Damn, he kind of clean. Papa. Oh wait, I killed a human. That's like a story thing. Oh god. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, that was sick. Okay. I like this, this hilt. Puppet Destroyer Amulet. Increased damage. Oh, it plays around here. I'm dumb. Okay. My spring is reactivating. What? So, oh, that's cool. I like that. So you got hub music. That's hopefully copyright free. That's really nice, actually. I'm gonna try using a summon. Just this once. Like for this boss, just to see how good it is. Oh. Hold up, this doesn't seem fair at all, actually. So summons seem to be really strong, actually. Maybe a little bit too strong. Perfect.
Forgive a sentimental father for worrying about his son. Always remember that you're precious to me, even when I ask you to do something dangerous. Speaking of which, there's a factory just beyond the Elysian Boulevard.
Uh-huh.
It's packed.
I just don't get why you wouldn't do a strength build in every game, you know what I mean? Like, clearly it's superior in every way. This game is really nice when the mechanics start flowing well together. You just kind of like know what's going on. Oh, he's got a gun. Oh god, he's got range. I dodged. I'm gonna die because I'm too greedy. Psych, we love strength builds. Wait, please. Why me? Why always me? Oh. Holy. Well, he seems pretty nice. I sure hope he's not going to be big and scary. Ugh. Ugh, my microphone was covering his face. Ugh, what the hell? Oh, that is gross. That is disgusting. Wow. Oh yeah, he is, no one told him about the strength build? Devious. No one told him who I am, huh? Hey. Yeah, bro. I got no healing left, dog. Oh, I'm fighting you now. Oh, it's dual wielded, double-ended, double. I parried that. I parried that. I don't believe that. I think I should have parried that. Nice. Nice. Wow. She does not know about strength builds. Oh lord. Oh lord, she doesn't know about strength builds. Yeah, me and this guy get it. I hope I get this big guy's soul. Because that's a weapon I want. I'm so impatient. But this game is just quick enough to make you do impatient things, which I really enjoy. Like, it's not like if you were to be impatient in Dark Souls 2, you'll feel like an idiot for getting hit. But in this game, you're like, ah, man. Mayfall's actually, like, legitimately feels a little bit faster. Like, it doesn't feel as bad getting punished for being impatient. The game's like is still like, yeah, bro, it's like, you got shit on, but like, not bad. Nice. Oh, sick. That's how you do a gank fight or whatever it's called. That's how it's supposed to be done.
I'm going to protect you and the people inside until the day I die.
That's not very long.
If you were in my position, you'd do the same.
Old bitch. I am very glad to be back in Puppet Town. Nice. Puppets are definitely what I think this game is the best at displaying. Because don't get me wrong, humanoid enemies were cool. Not humanoid, but like the diseased guys were cool, but like, you know, the puppets were like, it was the whole point of this game, you know? It's like its standout thing. Please give me the slug round. I want a gun. Legion plug! Finally! I was just talking about that. Yeah, I might just be the best gamer in the world. And on top of that, I'm gonna get something really worth that, considering I went through a firing squad. Great. Daggers. Great. Now I can be a little bitch and use a dagger. Please do not kill me. He didn't even bother. I hope that, you know what? If there was everything to ruin my day, it would be a giant thing rolling downwards. Wow. Hold up. think that motherfucker wants to throw hands. You see that? 2, 3. Oh! Look, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This game definitely thrives in its puppet areas, you know? Like the human stuff was whatever, right? It was fine. But look at these designs, man. Look how sick that is. Anyway, now I gotta fight it, and I'll regret saying anything. Alright, balls out, as the big guy would say. I mean, Homeboy is definitely a mini-boss. Like, there is no reason to fight him. But, if I had to bet any money, he's gonna have my first moon thing to, like, upgrade my weapon. So, let's get it. So he's definitely a parry enemy. That's, like, his whole thing. Like, don't even bother. Don't even bother doing if you're not gonna parry it. Plus, I'm just, disgustingly strong. You didn't have the thing. Alright, I'm a bit upset. Wow. Mandatory pretty castle area? Not bad. Looks good. Oh, hell no. We highly rendered now. That is disturbing. You want to scream. That wouldn't make sense. Hey. Oh. It's good. Yeah, come on, yeah, bro. Yeah. Really? Mr. Liza P? You're not gonna try and make this guy your friend? Unless he's saying, like, offer your life up, then I get it. I still don't know how to dodge that. But here's my game plan currently. It's to do so much damage that I don't have to worry about learning his attack patterns. And I think I might just do that. This is very unfortunate. Oh, just strength build. Just strength build every time. Got no stamina. I'm playing like an idiot. That is an attack. Wait, do I gotta do the king again? Oh no. Oh god. If I gotta fight that big guy again, I'm in big trouble. Oh no. I'm gonna take a break before this upsets me. Hey, he's emoting. Yo, I was just thinking, this boss isn't hard enough and needs a second phase. I'm glad the devs felt the same way. Jesus Christ. Please. Oh my god. I'm going to bed. This.
Incredible! You defeated the king!
Yeah.
I gotta think the puppets will have changed too, right? I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Oh my
Let's go
god.
backstage.
Jesus. Oh my. Oh hell nah. Oh, it's me? He's just like me. He even fat rolls. This game is hard. No, a different area. Holy. My weapon's covering it. I can't. I need it. This weapon's too big. This shot is completely ruined. Well. Alright. Oh. So wait, will I never get that big sword? Is that just never gonna happen? Wait, let's see. I can't... I didn't get his soul. I'm never gonna get that big sword? Aw, man. Ah. Hey, bro. Sure did get the jump with me. Good job, I guess. That ended well. Oh! Holy! Oh! Switch that tempo up real quick. Wait, is my strength build unironically just straight up better? Hold up. That motherfucker ain't stopping. Kill him? What? Take that off. Take that off and give me the sword.
Oh, Simon.
Hi, I'm Simon. Whoa! What?
Your sword, Vexasia, swears to protect this tower.
I want your sword. I want your weapon. Oh, wow. Okay, alright, alright, alright. I get you, I get you. Oh, that delay. Yep. I do not have the stamina for this one. Wow, okay. Alright, alright. Oh. So bad.
Sir Simon, only you with the word.
Man, Simon hates your ass. You can do better. She doesn't drop a weapon? Will I ever get big sword? I'm never gonna get the big sword. I'm gonna be stuck with disgusting axe forever. Chills. But like actually. Like legitimately.
Puppets and I are taking a stand against death itself. That's why I tried sending you messengers. But you got rid of them all. You're still an unstoppable fellow. I remember you. No reason for us to fight, I suppose. I'm Romeo. We grew up together in the Monad Charity House. Remember? We're best friends. I'm Romeo. We're best friends.
Oof. Ooh. Think of you while waiting in the rain. Ah, oh, hell no. We gotta listen to more music? Gladly. I'm gonna listen to music and change my hair. Because, what the hell is this? Oh. Alright. Alright. Wait, so he's kind of spitting facts? It's real? Like, actually God? Oh my lord. What a design for a boss. Struggling to tell what I'm looking at. Yeah, I should have known. Should have known that was a follow-up. Ew, what the? I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh my f***ing god.
I'm back to life. I'm disappointed. I didn't mean for this to happen. I believed you were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself. My son.
He's got the sword that I never had.
If you can't find those, I'll make you into a real human myself.
Alright. Which me has the stronger strength build, I guess. Looking like me so far.
My life is full of nothing.
Ooh. Me. I had the I didn't need the big sword all along. Wait, unless he's still going. Oh, he's still going. I need the strength build. I need the big sword.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Oh. Whoa.
No. Nothing more.
Oh my god. Oh hell yeah, a little Mortal Kombat fatality. That was painful, holy sh. And a cool screensaver. Oh. Oh fuck.
Sorry.
Damn. 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 Oh, is this about to be the cutest ending in the world? Hold on. This is about to be hella adorable. Oh my god, it's cute. It's gonna be cute. It's so cute. Oh, it's so adorable.
It's so good to see
The end. In honor of the great writer Carlo. Oh. Wow.
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning. Ah, and when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
Oh. Dorothy. Oh, wow. This is a great setup for a next game. Nice. That's really smart. That's a great way to set up the next game.